This is your video user manual for the all-new School Lunch by Summer School Electronics. The School Lunch right here is the first multi-effect that we have put out ever. So we took 4 of our most popular circuits and we put them all in this one enclosure that runs off one power supply, one in and one out on top right here, and it makes it super convenient. You're going to a gig, don't want to bring the whole pedal board, right there. You got a fly gig where you gotta go on a plane, you don't want to check a whole thing, don't want to worry about, TSA throwing your pedal board around. We got you covered right here. Maybe you just are new to effects and you just want to have some basics to go to and mess around with. Same deal, right here with the School Lunch. So I want to walk you through kind of what we have, what they're based on. First up, down here where the orange is the fuzz circuit. It is a 2-transistor fuzz, similar to our pep rally. Has slightly different transistors than what are in our pep rally fuzz, so it's gonna have a little bit different flavor, different sound than you're used to if you've played that fuzz before. Also, differently, we've added a bias control to it, so I'll get into what those I'll do right there. When you're using fuzzes that are like 2 or 3 transistor fuzzes, they do like to go first. So inside this pedal, when you're plugged in, you are hitting the fuzz first, and this would go first in your chain. So if you're coming out of your guitar, before you hit anything with a buffer, think like a tuner or like a digital pedal, or a lot of modern pedals will have a buffer in it. You would, if you're going to put something in front of it, make sure it's true bypass, but your best bet is to go straight from your guitar into your fuzz, which in this case is the orange part of the School Lunch right here. So let's get into what it does. So if you have your clean channel right here, so I just got my guitar running straight into the School Lunch and into our Boss IR2 we're going to use as our amp today. So your fuzz has 3 controls. You have your bias control, your volume, and your fuzz. Your volume makes it louder. Your fuzz makes it fuzzier. Your bias control, what that does is it's changing the amount of voltage that's going to the transistors inside the pedal. So a transistor needs to have so much voltage for it to work properly. If you go too high or too low, you are kind of changing the sound, which you might want to do on a fuzz. You might make it sound crazy. So let's check it out here. So I'm going to put my fuzz right around 3 o'clock. That's where I like to go. And we'll see where we got. So if I got right there. That's a pretty fuzzy sounding fuzz. So if I go through and I can lower the fuzz, it starts to clean up a little bit. I like a lot more. The farther you push it, the more the signal breaks up. That's kind of the sweet spot for me. And then as you move the bias control, it starts to sound thinner, a little noisier. There you go, going the other way. A little bassier. Real sputtery, real crazy. You kind of find wherever you want your happy medium to be for the fuzz control. It's going to depend on your guitar, your amp, what kind of pickups you have, how hard you play, where you keep the volume knob on your guitar. There's so many different things. So that effect alone, having that bias control in there, is going to let you really find some fun sounds and really dial into what you need. So after we finish the oranges down here, we're going to go to our broccoli, and that is our distortion, if I can see it right here, is right here. Oop, turn my volume up. that's Distortion. That is our Trash Panda circuit. Just repurposed. It's one of my favorite all-purpose distortion pedals. We put it into this one. It's also in our class reunion pedal in parallel with the Big Muff. So it's a soft clipping distortion. It's kind of like a less muffy Big Muff, more drive than fuzz. It's great. Sounds awesome with humbucker. Sounds great with single coils. Has a tilt EQ. So you let's explain what all that means. So you have 3 knobs here. You have your volume, makes it louder. You have your distortion. Let me find it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Oop, I got to turn my volume up. Let me find which one I'm looking at here. So if you have your rolling in your distortion, just gets gainier and gainier. There we go. And then next to that is your tone, which if you turn it counterclockwise, it takes away the highs. And as you turn it clockwise, it brings the highs back, but gets rid of the lows. That's maxed out. And then that's just your volume. Oops, I'm moving the whole thing. So you can kind of find, it's pretty simple, 3-knob overdrive. We've all played them. You can dial that in pretty quick. It sounds really cool with the fuzz and the distortion together. A little noisy, but really, really fun. Our delay circuit that's over here on this side has the blue knobs and the cookie icon. It is a simplified version of our Snow Day delay, which is a PT2399 chip delay, also known as the karaoke chip. It's a pretty common delay circuit to work with. In our Snow Day, there's 2 of them because you can switch back and forth between the times or run them together. In this version, just to fit it all in this case, we simplified it, and you just have 3 knobs. So when you turn on your delay right here, you have... There you go. So the first knob is the mix right here that is saying the volume of the delays. So if you wanted your delay to be louder than your initial attack, you could do it. If you wanted it to kind of be a little more tame, you can roll it back a little. And then, why is that doing that? Let me make sure that's all good right there. Okay. There we go. So that's your mix knob. Right here in the middle is your delay knob. That's telling you how long or short the delays are. If you wanted them short, that's like a slapback. Almost sounds kind of weird if you give it a little bit. There we go. There you go. Got your slap back right there. If you give it a little more delay time, there you go. Even if you put it all the way, get about 600 milliseconds of delay. The third knob is how long it will delay for. I'm trying to change those a little bit. If you have, you can decide how long those echoes are going to go for. If they keep going, it will start to self-oscillate, meaning it'll get the kind of spaceship noises and craziness. That's definitely possible. Like, it's still going. If you want to tame it back a little, turn the feedback down there. And then the fourth feature we have is up here with your pizza. That is your boost. It is the red light right there. 1 knob boost right here. It is a transistor style boost, which is similar to our extra credit boost. That has, on that one, I think if the switch is to the left, it is a op amp boost. If it's to the right, it's a transistor boost. This is like to the right, without the brightness feature. You just dialed it in to be a boost. So if it's all the way off, you got nothing. But as you turn the boost up, now you have a lot more volume. So if this is your regular volume, turn your boost. It's even starting to break up a little bit as you're pushing it, which can be used as like another gain stage and always on. If your amp is on the edge of breakup and you just want to push it a little harder, the boost will do that. It'll also just be great for solo leads. It could do all that stuff. We kind of put the boost up here a little bit higher so that you could hit the 3 on the bottom, raise your foot a little higher, hit it with your heel if you step over it, and then you kind of your whole pedal right there. So this is the school lunch. They are $499.99 US at summerschoolelectronics.com. If you're watching this when they were initially released, they're for pre-order, and we will have those in stock very, very soon. It's a fun multi-effect. It's everything you need in one little pedal right here. Comes in a cool lunchbox. It's fun. It's great. Thanks for checking out the video user manual, and I hope you play one and really dig it. Thanks.